Well, here's a pretty nice looking cherry bark oak. It's a good solid 10 inches. And you look up, it's pretty well formed. It has one fork going off of it. But you look over here, and I have a tree bigger than 16. Might tag out at 18. And over here, I've got one I think is 16 inches also. And looking ahead, I got a couple swamp white oaks. There's one in the middle I've cut. I've aimed this cherry bark at that one in the middle. I'm hoping it'll go down there. I've just got so many good trees here, I can't keep them all. So anyway, I've got this one cut. We'll see if we can make her go down. Hear it? And it went right where I wanted it to. That fork though has caught the tree on the left and pushed it. No, that's the one I wanted down. Yeah, it pushed it. It got that tree. Okay. So I don't need to do another thing. The tree I wanted it to go through is there. It's cut off. It just can't fall. So anyway, and typical, I made a face, punched through it, pulled back, cut back, set a wedge, cut out this side, and they didn't quite meet up, but those fibers pull apart. So no problemo there. Okay. That'll make some dandy firewood. Oh, wow. Hard to believe I planted that. Okie doke. Get off here and go cut another one. Well, anyway, before I fire up again, this is this spot we were just in now. That tree's settling. Just want to look around. I killed a honey locust over there last week. I just double girdled it. It's wilting real good. And this cherry bark here has a swamp white oak up against it. I think it's going to have to come out. It's basically overtopped. But the trouble is, I've got a cherry tree right here, right next to it. This thing's a piece of junk. It's got to go. There's a mulberry there. Here's where the hard stuff comes in. I've got that cherry bark there, a nice swamp white oak. And right up against it, I've got another nice swamp white oak. The one beyond it is not so good. This one is good. But I think what I can do, I'll go ahead and knock that one out over there and keep this one. And those trees will still be gaining some extra head space. That mulberry's got to go. There's a honey locust over there. It's got to go. Honey locusts are easy to get, they make a decision easy. And right there I've got a persimmon. And of course persimmons are all volunteers in here, and they're basically just a wildlife tree anymore. They used to be one of the most valuable trees you could grow, and then they started casting drivers for golf, and they quit using persimmon. But boy, persimmon, if you could grow good persimmon, it was better than walnut. You could grow a good log in a hurry, and it was worth a lot of money. But now, they're considered junk. And it's too bad. They're really a great wildlife tree. And I've always had a soft spot in my heart for persimmon. I've been taking out a bunch. If they're hurting a good tree, I'll get rid of them. but I try to keep a few in here just for the wildlife benefit. Okay, well, I hear a crop duster going over. Well, I'm going to get off here and get back to work. Well, we've got another forked one here, and pretty good size, but I've got straight ones on either side. They'll catch up, and I'm putting it on a 10-incher. I dropped there, a 10-incher between, well, it's a little bigger than 10 on that side. Got a nice swamp white out there, and this one I cut is sort of leaning on it, although I've got it cut loose from the stump. But let's see if we can get this baby on down. And there's that darn carrying strap. There we go. Put it up over the camera. May have to double a wedge here. Okay, that's all the way home. Well, they tangle up above, and they don't want to go. Oh, there she goes right now. Isn't that pretty? There we go. That'll settle down. That stump is loose. And I'm going to quit with that one. I am absolutely tuckered out from all the hammering I've done today. And one of my rules is when you get fatigued, quit running that saw before you kill yourself. Holy cow, what a lot of firewood. Anyway, that'll settle on down. That swamp white oak is just being pushed on a little bit. It's not bent. And I brought a camera out today. It's got a scratch on the lens. When it looks up into light, it gets cloudy in the middle. As long as you're not looking in the light, it's okay. This one doesn't have the shutters on the front, and it's a little quicker to handle. But okay, thank you very much for visiting. It's been a pretty busy morning out here.